What's up, guys? Welcome back to Marlin Traders. I'm Ben. I'll be your host. In today's video, I wanted to do a more in-depth continuation of last week's video on playing the correction, but I'm really busy. Gotta head up to Georgia to start a project tomorrow. So since we have some green futures and this news right here, positive in nature, I figured we'll do a rapid fire look at a lot of the opportunities that we've been blessed with by this market correction in general. Um, Divided those into three main groups of stocks that I think are particularly valuable right now. Um, that should be first to take off when the market does reach a bottom and start to trend back upward. Um, First category is electric vehicles. Just sector in general has just been particularly hard hit. A lot of them down 50, 60%. And obviously, EV sector got a huge upside in its future, just starting to take off in general, and should probably be one of the first sectors to see massive upside when the correction does find a bottom and start to trend back upward. Some companies in this sector that are particularly interesting to me, Romeo Power, are sitting at $10 SPAC range right now, rumored to have better technology than QuantumScape as far as the solid state batteries go, and obviously at the under $10 range, huge upside potential. Same story basically with XL Fleet. Recently showed a huge hype potential when it ran up over 300% into the $30 range before cooling off into the 20s and consolidating, getting ready for a nice run back up, but brought down for us by the correction. Give us a nice new entry point in the $11 range. Canoe, Go EV ticker symbol, ran up massively on rumors of possible partnership with Apple for their EV, but obviously, shot back down when that didn't pan out. But still, huge potential for this company in the future, and brought back to a very reasonable entry point in the $11 range. Definitely worth keeping a close eye. Um, from there, Fisker basically just spent months consolidating in the same general range, around $15, sometimes jumping up to 20, sometimes dropping down to 10, just waiting for people to recognize the potential and some kind of catalyst to set it off. And it did just get that catalyst and take off against the rest of the market's downtrend, which is obviously a good sign. Much better entry point though, brought right back down to 21. Definitely want to keep an eye on that. The big boys of the EV sector, there's three of them. NIO being the main consideration. Obviously, NIO, just epic, super strong upward trend all year long, reaching highs up into the 60s. But brought right back down for us by almost 50% into the 30s. Obviously, excellent entry point here. Tagging along with NIO, pretty much in lockstep, we got Xpeng after IPOing around $20 range. Just started to take a huge run up into the 70s. I think it peaked out around 72, 73 before cooling off. But even there, held strong in the 40 to 50 range, consolidating there, keeping support, ready to take off again with the rest of the sector. But correction brought it down for us, right back to the very reasonable $28 level range. Anything under 30 here is probably going to give you a pretty good return. And the little brother of the group, Li Auto, the little slightly less price action, but still over 100% run up into the 40s, held strong in the mid 30s, ready for a nice run up, but correction brought it back for us all the way to 22. Could be a little more downside, but a whole lot more upside. And of course, the tragic story of Workhorse. Sad to see it, but got to keep in mind this is a stock that started around $1.50 and had run up. The USPS contract rumors and hopes ran up all the way close to 50, I believe, into the 40s, and then obviously brought way down by not getting that contract. However, the company's still strong without it, and it still has a good future. Lordstown Motors, has been brought along with Workhorse on all the rumor hype up and down, and was brought back down, of course, with Workhorse. However, Lordstown has, I think, about a 10% stake in Workhorse, so obviously losing more than 50% of their value, probably a little of an overreaction. definitely merits keeping an eye on when the EV sector takes back off. Another group of stocks I think is a great opportunity coming up is the space industry, and particular anything that could be included in the ARC-X ETF coming up next year. Now these stocks, they were all, already took off on a run at the end of last year on hype of being involved with this ETF. With interest waned during the correction, and I think the interest will spark back up as soon as the reversal comes to play. Obviously, first up in this category is Virgin Galactic, which, on its own merits was already running up pretty well into the 30s and 40s, and then just, huge into the 60s by the ARC hype in general, and then, cooled off with the correction quite a bit, and then Shaman filled some shares last week, which caused it to cool off some more down to the 20s, which just an excellent entry point, and, without some huge disaster, this company's got massive upside coming in the near future. Another one in this category is Kratos Defense. Just a steady uptrend from the 15, 18 range all the way up to about the 30, 35 on ARC potential hype. Brought back down by the correction for us, and of course destined to come back up when it's over. Definitely worth an eye. Nano Dimension, another one, going to be a huge part of the ARC ETF, several of their ETFs actually in general, and just based on that hype, it started in the 50-cent range early last year. All from there brought up 30x, I think, up to highs in 16 to 18, and then brought back down by about 50% for us now. It could have a little more downside, but I see at least immediate 2x on reversal of the market, and then just upward from there. Another one to consider, Holicity, the rocket company in general, just starting out, that $10 SPAC range, run up by about 100% into the 20s, and brought back down for us almost to safety SPAC level. Definitely want to keep an eye out. SRAC, another one, merging with Momentous, satellite service company. Just, without the ARC ETF hype, alone by themselves, it's just a huge potential. But, together it's massive. And then, of course, everybody's favorite, the SPACs, especially the safety SPACs, these SPAC opportunities we have coming up for us. Obviously, safety SPACs kind of a boring subject when the market overall is uptrending every day, but becomes a whole lot more interesting when it starts downtrending every day, and you got a well-defined bottom at $10, makes you a little more comfortable. Some of my favorite ones in this category, and I think not getting the respect they deserve for sure is GXGX merging with Cellularity, which is a company using stem cell research to develop treatments and to battle cancer and other degenerative diseases. Cellularity in general, just the concept of that company, it just massive upside potential, but just completely ignored. This stock's been sitting at $10 basically the whole time. Even the hype cycle catalysts haven't been able to set it off, but I think it has big things coming in its future, and excitement with the reversal after this correction could be all it takes to send this 3-4x. Another one not getting enough respect, I think, is Thunder Bridge merging with Indie Semiconductor, which is a company that's already putting a product out, which, unlike most of these specs, company mergers that, just speculative in general, and the product is something that benefits the electric vehicle industry. So, I think this has huge, massive upside potential in its future. People are ignoring it for whatever reason. And getting a little bit more attention, but not as much as I think it should, is PDAC, merging with Li-Cycle, which is a company that will be recycling lithium-ion batteries, and a lot of other things, but already well established, and like I said in the video previous, just the definition of a growth sector. Forum Merger 3, kind of a boring company that they're targeting the merger with, so limited hype potential, but based on the previous success of Forum Merger in general, just sitting at $10.30, it's pretty safe bet you're going to see some profit on this one. Similar story with VGAC. The Richard Branson and General Virgin hype already sent it up to $18, and it's huge reaction to the correction brought it all the way back down to almost the bottom, the safety SPAC range. So, here's the potential here is 2, 3x again immediately on the reversal of the market. 10x Capital, VCVC, another one's a rocket company as well, so it hits 2 of these categories. Ran up already on hype to 15 on the basic catalyst cycle, cooled off, was ready to take off again, but brought down to safety SPAC range for us. Another opportunity to get in. We missed it. Same as ACIC. Like I said in the last video, this company is making flying cars, people. And they're also being bought, which is rare in the SPACs, by ARK. And just the ARK hype already sent it up to $15, $16 range. And then cooled off a bit, but the standard hype cycle is waiting to send this one flying. And, like at 11, I think it's an amazing entry point. Probably not going to see again. And one last consideration, GWAC. I'm going to include them, even though they're out of the safety SPAC range, because Bitcoin looks like it's ready to pump again, and this one will benefit huge from that. If Bitcoin does pump, the hype, even with the market trending down, should send this sky high, because they, at the end of last week, announced that they'll be merging with Cipher Mining, a newly formed US-based Bitcoin mining company. So, potential. And, like I said, these are not plays to be jumped right into. They're plays to be just, monitored and, kept in mind while we watch the general market. Just for reminder's sake, this is a graph of the correction from last year. As you see, the initially ran down about 15-20%. People freaked out. They thought, okay, well, that was a big correction. We needed it. And now I'm going to dump a bunch of money into the market and make a ton because I'm so smart. And that impatient, cocky attitude will always get punished by the market, guys. And those guys got punished immediately with another 10% plus drop off. It was followed by another session or two of green upward momentum, a little bit of consolidation. Once again, people thought, okay, well, this has got to be the bottom. And again, market was happy to give them punishment with another 10% drop immediately over the course of one trading day, which was followed by about a week or so of, just solid, really, really volatile sideways action, consolidation, which people thought, okay, well, it's holding support, it's got to be the bottom, right? So now I'm going to get my money in. And one more time, punished, 10% drop. And, this was actually the bottom at this point. And then, so yeah, these argument's sake, you could be safe dumping money in here for the uptrend. Personally, though, I think you wait. And you'll see it goes up, it holds support, goes up, it holds support, goes up, holds support, consolidates its support. Now it's held that support over and over again. Got a good indication of a bottom. And then from that support, starts to take off again, test the next resistance level. So we have confirmation that, yes, this is the uptrend, the reversal. The bottom has been formed, and we're on the way back up. This is the point where I would get into these plays, guys. This is the safe spot. I mean, you obviously, from that actual bottom, you'd be leaving behind, 10, 15% of potential profit. But you also have made sure that you didn't end up getting caught in these traps that we see here. One trap with a 10% punishment, 2 traps with another over 10% punishment, and a third trap with another over 10% punishment before you finally get to the bottom here. And then, like I said, it's worth just leaving that behind and waiting. See from the bottom, we see it get up above resistance and hold as support, and several more times hold that same support, showing that it's got the strength at that level and it's ready to go upward. And then from there, obviously this is the place to start playing it. I mean, there's going to be plenty more upside, guys. It's just not worth the risk to jump it. Just monitor the market and be ready to take advantage. There's dozens of these plays. And before I go, just want to, as usual, make sure to invite everyone over to the Discord, Modern Traders home base, if you will. I keep resources updated daily, news events, upcoming catalysts, earnings for the week. I like to keep ARK's trades updated daily, upcoming FDA approvals, just things to keep you guys a little bit of an advantage in the market. And we do have a premium section. Premium members, we have 5 different call out channels. Nice, good team of guys doing call outs on a daily basis. We got to keep a daily watch list with upcoming opportunities, including the promising SPAC opportunities and the safety SPACs in particular. And we do believe in giving back to our members. So we have um, oh yeah, and we do have daily results to keep everything above board for you guys. But we do have monthly prizes. We'll be doing giveaways, contests for both the free members and our premium members. And we just have a good group of guys having a conversation about the market at all times. And also we have a channel for non-market discussion as well. So, come check us out. We also are doing a free trial for premium membership for anybody that wants to try it out. And like I said, keep the resources for the free members as well. So, until next time, I'm Ben. This is Modern Traders. Thanks.